will be using these 6 cornbread muffins in a recipe, so stay tuned for that. So the first thing we got to do is, of course, we made our 6 corn muffins. I'm going to crumble them up, and I'm going to toast 8 slices of whole wheat toast. I'm just using store-bought bread instead of making it, and I'm sorry I haven't made any more bread, but this is a stuffing I've never made before, so I'm going to go ahead and finish and get the 8 slices of bread in there and the corn muffins in here, and then I'll be right back. So to our bread and our corn muffins, we're going to add 1 cup of milk and 4 cups of broth. Yum! So we're going to let this all get soaked up, and then we're going to let that soak up, and then I'll be back with these in a little bit. Hopefully it'll soak up all that, because it says to stir until all liquid is absorbed, and then add pecans and apples. So I'm going to wait until all the liquid is absorbed, and then I will be chopping up 2 apples to add that, and I'll be right back for that. So I'm going to go ahead and put a lid on it. So in a pan, I got to melt 1/3 a cup of butter, and we're going to saute some onions and some celery, and then we are going to add some sausage to this. I have a pound of sausage to this. So if I had raisins, which I bought raisins, and don't ask me where I put them, hubby don't like raisins, so I'm not going to add that to this. But we're going to melt this butter. Then we're going to saute our onions and our celery has been frozen, so there will be a little bit of liquid of that too as well. So I'm adding the 2 apples anyway. Hopefully they will help soak up everything. So it's pretty much soaked up the biggest part of the liquid. Like I said, if I had raisins, this did call for raisins. So hubby don't like raisins. It called for a half a cup of raisins, and I would be sauteing it with the onion and the celery. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on this, and we will be back with this in a minute. So I've added about a half a pound to the onions and the celery. Now we need to get this brown and chopped up. So in a bowl, you need to beat 2 eggs, add salt and pepper, and sage how you like it. And then we will be adding this to the sausage and the bread. So I have turned my heat down off, and I'm going to add my beaten eggs to this. And my spices real quick to this. And of course, this pan's still hot. Probably going to have pretty scrambled eggs. Yep. So I'm going to kind of stir this, and then I'm going to add my egg mixture. I probably should have put this all in a different bowl, but I didn't. Now we add all this to our bread mixture as well, and then we're going to put it in a 9x13 pan and bake it for 45 minutes.